Sunday afternoon baseball is next. And welcome in to this West Creek Trail Rides broadcast of Texas League Baseball. And now the star of the show, John Baker. Well, thank you, Bob. And how is everybody today? It's going to be a good one as we have our final game of our three-game short weekend opening series between the visiting Amarillo Sod Poodles and your San Antonio Missions. Well, today is Bark in the Park Sunday, brought to you in part by our pet supply places of San Antonio, also West Creek Trail Rides, our favorite horseback riding place ever made, and number one in the city of San Antonio. Well, anyway, after today, Missions head up to IH-37. They go to Corpus Christi to start Tuesday through Sunday next week. And after that, they'll be home again on Tuesday, April 15th, taking on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. That is the 15th through the 20th for that six-game series. Amarillo will be at home. They take on the visiting Springfield Cardinals, AA affiliation of the St. Louis Cardinals. And so far, pretty good on that. Go online now, samissions.com, and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions all season long First Pitch app and here on YouTube Live. And you can download anytime or watch us anytime, Tuesday through Sunday, when we are live here on YouTube Live. Well, I'm also joined in the booth by my partner Bob and his beautiful wife Ann. How are y'all doing? Happy Sunday afternoon. Well, thank you, John. Well, thank you, John. It's glad to be here and another great day worth of baseball. And so far, so good. That's right. Okay, so San Antonio winning the first two in this short three games. Gotta say, it was 3-2 Friday night, 8-2 last night. And that's back-to-back W's for San Antonio. They're off to a good start, let me tell you. But anyway, we are third game of this three-game set, and hopefully we can sweep Amarillo and get a 3-0 head start. But anyway, we're going to see what happens at the end of this one, because Amarillo looks like they're ferocious after losing two of the last three, and pretty much their steam is coming out of their ears, and they look like a raging bull or a raging groundhog or sod poodle. But anyway, it's a decision factor on today's game on who's going to win this one. It's between the two ball clubs that we have here today. And so far, off day is a road travel tomorrow, as San Antonio will head to Corpus Christi after this short weekend series. Now, Tuesday through the next following weekend, we are pretty much up in Corpus Christi. And we are back the 15th through the 20th, taking on Northwest Arkansas. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty good. Yeah, it sure will be, John. Well, we're going to make this pregame show short and sweet because we're getting into the broadcast a little bit late today. It is 1:10 in the afternoon, but we are going to go ahead and get us started here on MLB The Show, and we're just super excited for today's game. This one brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides #1 horse riding place in all of San Antonio. Just super excited that we have that place. It's a great ranch, and we look forward to seeing you there. But if you want West Creek and you want to come out horseback riding, give us a call at 210-968-1524 and book your ride today. Well, we're about ready to go as Missions now take the field, and we are set to get this Sunday afternoon game off and rolling. So a few clouds, but and stuff.
And now, your
beautiful look at downtown San Antonio off in the distance. And I gotta say, just absolutely love our ballpark. It is great. Braden Nett coming in as he gets the call on the hill for San Antonio to get the beginning stages of this game off and rolling. And what do we know, Bob? Four-seam fastball, cutter, splitter, slurve, sinker. He's got 5 pitches to choose from, but the favorite of his is the slurve. And he could really get something going here today. Manuel Pena leads it off for Amarillo. And we are about ready to get things started. Let's play ball. Here's the first pitch by Braden Nett, as that is off and running. First strike in this one. And it's the count now, 0-1. 58 degrees. It is a cool afternoon, and as you can see in our audience, a lot of fans wearing jackets today. That's great. Here's the 0-1. That one lifted high in the air, deep to left. Fabian under this one will make the grab, and that is out number 1. A chance now. Let's give the visiting starting lineups for Amarillo today. Pena, Troy, and Felter will be the leadoff 3. Groover, Conticello, and Sim will be the second leadoff. Rojas, Guzman, and Roberts will round it out here this afternoon. Tommy Troy, the shortstop, coming in. One away, nobody on. Here in the top of the first inning for Amarillo. And that is going to be right there, crushed deep to left, and that is going to get through, base hit. And they're still searching for it out there, as that is a 1-out triple to Troy. And boy, they are off and running this afternoon. And as you can see where that one was, that was deep to left, and he's out there at third. 90 feet away is Rojas. Jackson Feltner coming in as he'll take that one outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Got a great crowd here today, and yes, the bleachers over there, the left field wall looking nice. Beautiful day with 58 degrees being a nice cool Sunday afternoon. Just glad it ain't 33 degrees and cloudy like it was in 2018 when I was there with my family in Midland. 1-1. That one deep to right. Cedeno getting over, calling off the right fielder as he makes the play. And that is out number 2.
Baseman, Gino Groover.
Gino Groover coming in now. He bats the 4th in this one. Playing the hot corner for Amarillo today. And the pitch. That is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. One runner at third on a triple. And the 1-0. That is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Goodness gracious, that sinker can really get you outfold in a hurry if you get it under your skin. Yep. And there you go again. That's another sinker down and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The count now to Groover. And a 1-2. And he struck him out. get them full 3 times in a row, and that's the inning over. Should I say the half inning is over, but no runs on a hit, no errors, a runner left stranded at third. And it's the bottom of the first coming up. No score through top half of 1. All right, Missions fans, let's get ready. Bottom of the first coming up right now on the San Antonio Baseball Network. And today our starter for Amarillo, Joe Elbliss. What do we know, Bob? Well, I got to say, he's got 4 pitches to choose from, but that curveball, boy, you got to watch out. When he throws it, he could get you out on strikes.
Leading off for San Antonio,
left fielder Albert Fabian coming to the plate first as we head to the bottom of the first. Gotta say, it is nice that we get through the top half of 1 unscathed. Well, that one runner was left stranded at third. Make sure we put that down into the book. And that one's going to be blistered right there. Extra bases, down it goes, and it's going to be a double for left fielder Albert Fabian as he gets in there and puts their first hit in this ball game. Man, and San Antonio getting something going here. Boy, and just love a beautiful Sunday afternoon, right, Bob? I gotta say, I absolutely love Sunday games. They're a whole lot better, and everybody come out to the ball game and just enjoy the great outdoors. Ain't that the truth right there? Well, the next batter up is Ethan Salas. He's the catcher for San Antonio. 1 ball, 1 strike, runner at second. Nobody out. That is chop foul, 1-2. Beautiful downtown look as we have our city right there. We're just 6 miles outside of downtown, which that's pretty good. Just love San Antonio. It's a great city to live in, but a lot of traffic. About 500,000 to 2 million people live here in San Antonio. Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right. And me and my wife, we've lived here for about 4 years. I mean, yeah, we've been here, but we come from Bay City. Really? I didn't know that. No. And yeah, well, my grandpa and my grandparents are from Bay City. And my dad and his brother, his sister, and so far their family and stuff of 3. Joshua Mears, the center fielder, coming in, takes a 2-0 count now. Runner at second after the double by left fielder Albert Fabian. Baseman. Pretty good, and that one is ball 4, so they get first and second now. And what a great hold-up. Now you got the runners out there, first and second, 1 away. And a base hit will get maybe one or two of them runs in to score.
1-0.
Well, Castagnon coming in as he's set to hit here this afternoon. Don't forget, Corpus Christi at Frisco will start 4:05 today, while our 6 ball clubs or 8 ball clubs go. That one is fouled off, and the count now 1-2. A few clouds from time to time, but sunny conditions through the week here in San Antonio. Mission's gone to Corpus Christi after today, and they'll be up there at Bayfront Park taking on the Hooks. And the pitch, that is right there, and called third strike, and that is out number 2.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jacob.
Right fielder is Jacob Campbell as he comes in. Now, gotta say, I absolutely love Sunday games. They're beautiful. Sun is out. Just pretty. Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right about that. I wish we had a lot more day games than night games. Like, do a couple during the day and, well, the rest during the night. I mean, that's pretty good as well. Yeah, for sure. But if it's a weekend, like a Saturday, well, I have a game probably during 1 o'clock or maybe 2 o'clock. That'd be great. Right there, hit the third. They get him out, and that's the end of the inning. So, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. And we head to the second inning. No score, 3-1, as we played an inning here this afternoon. Gavin Contencello coming in as we lead off the second inning for the Sod Poodles when we come back. About ready for the top of the second inning for Amarillo, as Gavin Contencello is coming in this one. Thank you, Bob. I'll take it from here. Well, we're about ready to go, and as Bob says, Contencello coming. It's ready to go, and the pitch is inside, strike 1. Got a lot of great fans out here. Tickets still on sale for today's game. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. That's a center field base hit. Boy, pretty good right there.
Designated hitter, Kevin Sim.
And the designated hitter is Kevin Sim. As he almost went after it. That's a strike inside of 0-1. Just a pretty day today here in San Antonio, right, Ann? I gotta say, it is a great day. It sure is. Just absolutely love coming to the ball game and enjoying ourselves here on this Sunday afternoon. Here's a 1-1. Right there and outside, it's 1-2. Boy, just a beautiful first base shot of our town, and just absolutely love this stadium. It's a great piece of hard work that San Antonio put in to put Wolf Stadium. And even though we could be seeing a stadium change before 2028 gets here, well, evidently for our Texas League that has till 2030 to be a Texas League team, that is also pretty good as well. That one's going to be right there. That's going to be a wild pitch. And too late as that will be the runner getting off to second easily. And boy, you don't want to see that every day, but now you do. Braden Net now at 18 pitches. And pretty good on that. That one is high flying in the air, and that is out of play, foul. Three balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. That one is high flying in the air, foul again, and that'll hit to the stands. Runner in scoring position. And the pitch. That one right there, ball 4, and he walks him. Boy, first one that Braden Net gives up, and that'll bring in Anderson Rojas. Rojas coming in, and that's going to be line drive. That's a base hit. And the runner going from second on his way to third scores in, and that is an early lead of 1-0.
Alvin Guzman.
Well, Alvin Guzman coming in. Nobody out, 2-1, and that one's going to be high fly in the air. Center fielder Mears racing after it. And that is out number 1. Guzman goes down just like that. Caleb Roberts coming in now as he's getting stuff going. And the pitch. That one high in the air. Mears getting another one on his name with it. And that is out number 2. 1-0 early lead, Amarillo in front.
The batter number 5.
Second baseman is Manuel Pena. That one high in the air, and it looks like 3 are going to Joshua Mears. 1, 2, 3, and all 3 go for the center field area, and that will do it. But a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Amarillo leads it as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It's now 1-0. Cole Roederer will come in as they lead off the bottom of the second inning for San Antonio when we come back. About ready for the bottom of the second inning for San Antonio right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Up now is Cole Roederer. As we get set for this half inning, 6, 7, 8 due up, bottom of 2. That one driven nicely deep to center, and he dives. Boy, howdy.
Batting 7, the third baseman,
and that right there, Roederer is out, and as we look at that diving play, that is where that catch came in. Number 7 hitter, third baseman Yendry Rojas. Coming in and set to go here this pretty good day today. A beautiful Sunday afternoon in baseball. 3-game set, final in this one. That one driven up nicely deep to left. Left fielder will claim it, and that's his for out number 2.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Williams.
Second baseman is Nerwillian Sedano as he comes in. Now, do you love how a pitch-perfect Sunday afternoon looks? Because this first game and first Sunday game that we have is a beauty. And yeah, nice and cool as it is with temperature of 58 degrees. A little bit of wind. That one is high and outside. It's 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Here's pitch. That one is deep to center, and that's getting down in front of the center fielder for a base hit. And the pitcher will stop the ball as it rolls to him on the ground.
Shortstop, number 94.
Here is 94, Leo Dallas DeVries, the shortstop. As he takes that one inside for a coach strike, it's 0-1. Tying run at first. 2 away here in the half of inning number 2. That one is deep to center. Up there is the right. And that will do it. No runs on a hit, no errors. 1 left on for San Antonio. And it's on now to the third. Amarillo leads it 1-0. Go back here for more Texas League baseball as Tommy Troy will lead things off when we come back. Well, we now head to the top of the second inning right here for the Sod Poodles in the Missions Baseball Network. Top of the third, Donkey. Oh, sorry. Well, leading off the top of the third inning for Amarillo, here's the second man up, Tommy Troy. Troy, the shortstop, is in. As that's taken in for a strike, it's 0-1. No balls, one strike. Down and in, a slurve, and that's a 1-1 count. 1-0, top of the third. Amarillo has the one-run advantage against San Antonio, and Mission's trying to get in there and claim a series sweep before their road travel to Corpus Christi. That is up there, and the right fielder, Campbell, runs it down, and that's out number 1. First baseman, Jackson Feltner, popped out 0-for-1 for today. And the pitch. That one in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, back for baseball 2 weeks from now after we get back from Corpus Christi. We're taking on Northwest Arkansas, and Net will get that. Pop it down to first to Castagnon, and he's got it for out number 2.
Third baseman, Gino.
That was a weak contact ball right there, and third baseman Gino Groover coming in. The pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful day for baseball, right, Bob? And y'all having a good time? Yeah, John, we are. Yeah, we definitely are. Well, that's good. Here's a 1-0, and that is driven nicely to Castagnon. He steps on the bag, no help needed, as that will do. 3.5 here today, as Amarillo still holds on. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on for the Sod Poodles. And we are going to the bottom of the third with Albert Fabian, the left fielder, to lead us off. So a beautiful Sunday afternoon in this final game of our 3-game series here in San Antonio. And it'll be off to Corpus Christi, as I said, when we get down there. But anyway, we are back for more Missions baseball as we head to the bottom of the third, and we'll be back here right on this one. Bottom of the third inning for San Antonio, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Left fielder Albert Fabian coming in. The windup, here's a stretch, and down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Underway, inning number 3 for San Antonio here, the home side. 1, 2, 3, due up. And the pitch. That one is high fly in the air, deep to right. And both outfielders give a chase. The relay not in time, and that's a Whataburger double. Well, that's a double meat cheeseburger courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger, and it's served hot and fresh Whataburger's been around since 1970, first location up in Corpus Christi. Catcher Ethan Salas.
No, inside.
Coming in and now take that one inside. For the ball in the count now 1-0. Runner at second. That is the tying run for the Missions. Strikeout is 0 for 1 by Salas here today. And that one in the inside corner, 1-1 the count. Well, today's high 62 degrees. That is a seasonal average that we see in the start of baseball season. That one down and in, 3-1. On deck, center fielder Joshua Mears. Boy, just tell you one thing or another, it's kind of weird. And that's down for ball 4, and another walk allowed. Make that 2 walks during this ball game for Amarillo pitching, and center fielder Joshua Mears coming in. Well, you don't see that every day, but now you do. That one inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. Boy, I would be scared if I had runners on first, second, and third, my heart pumping, and boy, I'd be panting like, yeah, I probably would be too there, Bob. No, and that's one thing you don't want to give up is a walk. Because if you give up walks consistently, no, you only have 3 bags, and if you load 3 bags, and if you get like 3 more balls or 4, I would say it'd be a 4-pitch walk, and then you put in that first run, and you know something's wrong with you. That manager's going to say, what the heck? What's going on? Why aren't you aiming for that strike zone? And you'll probably be like, I'm sorry, skipper. I'm trying the best I can to make sure that stuff is going in my favor and stuff. Well, yeah, but what else would you tell them? I don't know. It's probably lack of concentration. Well, you don't want to say that to a skipper because that would be bad. He'd be like, oh, he's unreliable. I'm going to take you out of the ball game and put somebody else in there. Nah, for sure. Marcos Castañon coming in, and that one down and in. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2, here's the delivery. And that one driven up to right field, and here comes a runner. And he's up to third safely. So first and third now is getting something going. Right fielder Jacob Campbell coming in now. And the pitch. That one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, 2 away. Bottom of 3, tying run there at third. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. 1-0 lead. Amarillo 1, San Antonio 0 right now. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. Down and in, 3-1, and on deck is Cole Roederer. We got a great crowd this afternoon, right, Bob? The stadium is nicely full. Clear blue sky. And that loads up the count now, 3-2. I mean, this is exactly why we need more afternoon ball games. Yeah, I would say that would be nice. And there is ball 4, and bases are now loaded.
Now batting.
And uh-oh, yeah, you don't want to see that going into this one. Iblis is in trouble now. Well, he better be careful. He better aim for that strike zone, and he better just keep concentration on the full square of that strike zone. Yeah, for sure. Bags loaded up, 2 away. Nowhere to put anybody. And that is right there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Iblis now 53 through 3. And boy, I think his time is numbered on the mound. And that one is high and outside, 1-2. Bags loaded up, 1-2 count. Here's a pitch. Down and in, 2-2. Boy, great hold up by Roederer as he comes in. And the pitch. That is strike 3, and they get him. So he is able to escape the bases loaded jam, and that will do it. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 3 left on as we head to the 4th inning, and it is 1-0 Amarillo. Well, we're about set for the top of inning number 4. Set to go, and here is Gavin Contencello. John, take it away. Oh, thank you, Bob. Contencello coming in as we start up the 4th. Amarillo still holding on that 1-run lead. And that one is inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. So hopefully Amarillo can win one game on the road, or it could be a decision. Well, matter of fact, a decision would be well worth it. I mean, it's between these two ball clubs. That's the importance right now. That's right. Right there, back to the pitcher. Throw to first to the first baseman.
Kevin Sin.
And that is a quick out, number 1. Boy, a weak contact on there. We've seen 2 of those thus far. Kevin Sim, the designated hitter, coming in right now. The pitch is downstairs. It's 0-1. By golly, great crowd we have here today. Glad everybody could come in. Well, join us through this next homestand coming Tuesday, April 15th through the 20th, as taking on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals in a 6-game set. Off to Midland after that, and then it's a 12-game. We'll have Corpus Christi down here and Frisco as well. Left fielder Anderson Rojas coming in as well, and here's the pitch, and that's downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Pretty good as well, and Arkansas and Midland going head-to-head right now, doubleheader game. Wichita and Springfield doing doubles today. Corpus Christi and Frisco starting 4:05 this afternoon. Tulsa and Northwest Arkansas going at it right now. And Amarillo and San Antonio doing it here this afternoon. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes the side in order, and that does it. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one on for Amarillo. And we hit bottom of the fourth, and it's 1-0 Sod Poodles. Well, Yendry Rojas, the hot corner third baseman, will lead it off as we get things going for the bottom of four. Now head to the bottom of the fourth right now on the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Well, thank you, Bob. And here is hot corner third baseman, Yendry Rojas. As he comes in.
Yep.
Boy, and I will say that we are looking at Texas League scores, and Northwest Arkansas leading Tulsa 9-2. Boy, and pretty good on that. Cloudy skies there at DCJ Field, and it is cool. We got a lot of people in that one covered up with their jackets
Now
and stuff.
Second baseman, Nerwillian.
Nerwillian Cedeno coming in after the strikeout. That is the bottom of the fifth inning there at DCJ Field in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, glad we got a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in San Antonio. I would say that, Bob. Yeah, I got to say, and Sunday, April 20th would be our last game against Northwest Arkansas, and it should be a pretty day on that day as well. Yeah, for sure. Right there, glove by the second baseman. That's the out right there.
94.
And that's going to bring in number 94, shortstop Leo Dallas DeVries. Boy, pretty good day today thus far. It's just nice. That one glove deep to right, and that's a base hit. Straightaway right is a great term for that. Yeah, indeed it is there, John. It really, really is.
No, that's outside.
And that'll bring up left fielder Albert Fabian. 2 for 2 and 2 doubles today. So 9-2 Northwest Arkansas over Tulsa.
No, outside.
And that one is outside. 2-0 the count. And we got Wichita and Springfield going head to head. Shores of the Blue River in that one. 4-0 over Wichita. Boy, and the wind surge is losing on that one. And that is going to be deep to right, and they're not going to have a chance, and that's going to be second and third now. Still 2 away in this half inning. Well, that's 2 back-to-back hits, and boy, so far a lot of people are still getting into that deal where they're staying warm with their jackets and coats and stuff there. Good. Now in the catcher, Ethan Salas. Last time inherited that walk is 0 for 1. Still hearing the wind from that outside window, right, Bob? I gotta say, absolutely right. Well, Amarillo, a couple of times through this game, has really gotten into serious hot water, but bottom of 3, they really got the bases loaded up, and then they got out of it.
That's a ball.
That went down and in 2-1. But the thing about it is, with starting pitchers, you really got to focus on where that ball is going. And evidently, if, like I said, if you miss 4 times, you get a base runner. If you miss another 4 times, you get 2 base runners. If you get 30 times, 4 balls in there, then you're loading up your bases. If you get another 4, then you force that runner from third home, and then somebody else will take over first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and right there, down and in, and they'll get them out. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we head to the 5th inning, and Amarillo leads it by 1. Alvin Guzman will be in for the top of the 5th inning for the Sod Poodles when we come back. We're now headed to the top of the 5th inning for Amarillo, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Alvin Guzman, 891, due up top of 5. Still hanging on, 1 run. That is high in the air, and Mears will drop it. as he tried to run right over to get it, and that is a
Now
base
batting,
hit.
the catcher, Caleb Roberts.
Caleb Roberts coming in. Boy, just a beautiful look at San Antonio, and he'll say it is nice. Catcher Caleb Roberts in is 0 for 1, a flyout. Last time until April 15th when we come back taking on Northwest Arkansas. And that is right there for a strike, and it's 0-2. So pretty nice on that as well. Boy, up there in Brady, it's 48 degrees and windy. Still clouds and stuff. Roberts gets struck out, and that would be the third in that one. Manuel Pena coming in. Well, Northwest Arkansas taking on Frisco starting Tuesday through Sunday. There at Riverboat Field. Well, it's kind of nice if we would have had that chance and opportunity of going to Riverboat, but evidently this is not a year that we are going there, period. We haven't been there for the last 3 years. Yeah, I know, John. It's been kind of rough around the edges. Yeah, it has been. Well, right there, and that's play made, and the count re-clears to 0 with 2 away.
The batter, number 4.
As Manuel Pena gets that fly out and 2 away. 1 for 2 triple. That is shortstop Tommy Troy. And the pitch right there is inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. That one high fly in the air. Right fielder Campbell under this one. Makes a grab, and that's a 1-2-3. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5.5 coming in, and we are still a score of 1-0 in this game. Joshua Mears, the center fielder, will lead off the bottom of 5 when we come back. Bottom half of the fifth inning coming up for the Missions Baseball Network. Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in this one. And the pitch is right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Buckus and Stampo getting warmed up. Oh, yes. Probably nice on that as well. It's a moment to take on if this 3-game set gets pretty good. That one's in for a strike. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And right there, strike 3, and that is out number 1. 7th inning,
The first baseman, number 6.
7 strikeouts. Do apologize about that.
Ta-da!
Marcos Castañon coming in.
No.
That one is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Halfway through the game today, and that is going to be delivered. Line drive up to center. That's a base hit. Well, 1 repeat after another. You get a base runner on, then you get 3 outs and another base runner on. Next half inning, it's just 3 up, 3 down half innings. Amarillo has held this ball game by 1 run since the 2nd inning. Can you believe that? Well, yeah, I mean, they have really hit the ball hard. Yeah, I gotta agree, hon, right there. They have really been putting hits on the board, and so far San Antonio could get in there and get something going as well. Yeah, for sure. And that's going to be right there, and that's going to put the brakes on 2nd and 3rd as Campbell comes in with a 1-out double. Now, the runners are getting pretty good. The only problem is that they have a problem getting some runs in. Well, I mean, sure, hopefully yet, John. I mean, they still got to get something going. Now, time is called as here comes the skipper from the Sod Poodles, and that will do for the starter as Iblis is out in this game. So we are going to get a new starter. That is Kyle Buckus, as he is a 3-pitch mix, 4-seam slider, 2-seamer as well. 2nd and 3rd, 1 away in this game. And the pitch, that one is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Starting to see a few clouds, a little shade. Old Roederer at the plate now, looking to put some runs in, and that is right there, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he's going to bunt, and that's going to be right there. And that is out number 2 as they try to find his way on base, but can't end up getting that bases loaded up look.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Gentry.
Yendry Rojas, the 3rd baseman. 2 away, 2 on. Bottom of 5. And that one down and in. It's 0-1. Left on base in this half inning is 8 for San Antonio, 4 for Amarillo.
Ball, down low.
Oh, that one down and in. It's 1-1. And the pitch.
Ball, no.
That one outside. It's 2-1. It's a great crowd we have here on opening week. And we've had fun. You know, we are going to come back before too long and have something planned on the 15th through the 20th. And right there, strike three. That's the half inning over, and they leave two stranded. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we head to the 6th inning, Amarillo still holding the lead by 1-0. Jackson Feltner is coming in to lead off the 6th when we return. Well, about ready for the top of the 6th inning right here in the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob, and gotta say, we're here top of the 6th with a 1-0 lead. Amarillo having that as well. It's pretty good. And they are going to intentionally walk the guy. So now he gets a free pass on base. And third baseman Gino Groover is getting on. 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out for the Sod Poodles here today. That one is high fly in the air, and that is going foul. So the count now is 0-1. Final game, 3-game set today. So you got plenty of time to take your seats and get something going. Come out and join the Missions. Next home game is April 15th. Opposing team, Northwest Arkansas. 0-2. Fouled off, and we'll see another. Bark in the Park Sundays, presented by our pet supply places, Petco and PetSmart. Also, West Creek Trail Rides in charge of the 2. 0-2, and right there, swing and a miss, and that is down. And there's a strikeout, 1 away. 4 strikeouts, and that means 6 more for free breakfast on the bone, courtesy of our friends at Whataburger. Batting 5th, Gavin Conticello is coming in, and he'll take a strike inside. It's 0-1. Don't forget Tuesday night, live stream there in Corpus Christi. First pitch at 7. Pretty good. But for a lot of people that don't know, Corpus Christi changed their looks, their logos, their uniforms. They changed everything. Unlike last year when they just had their normal look. I mean, it was pretty good. No balls, 2 strikes to Conticello. That one is high fly in the air and foul, so the count now still remaining 0-2. And right there, strike 3, and that will be out number 2.
Now batting.
Five complete strikeouts, and here's Kevin Sim, the designated hitter. Don't forget, after this ball game, the kids can run the bases. So kids get out there at first base area, and evidently they'll be accompanied by the staff out here as they get going, and they have a good thing about it. And run down. Did they get him? Yeah, they got him. And that is a pickoff move right there. And that's the side retired. No runs on a hit, nowhere's one left. And we head to the bottom of the sixth as Norwillian Sedano, the second baseman, comes in right after this from our favorite West Creek Trail Rides. We now head to the bottom of the sixth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, here is Norwillian Sedano coming in for San Antonio, and that one is high and inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, that ball is upstairs. Boy, we are getting into the latter part of this afternoon's game. And that is chopped foul. And it will go third to foul. So no balls at 2 strikes. 1-0. Still hanging on. Amarillo.
Ball 1.
Down and in. 1-2.
1-2.
And a pitch. That one high in the air. Deep to center. And that center fielder will have eyes on it. We're out number 1.
Number 94.
Shortstop Leo Dallas DeVries coming in. Going pretty good on that. And right there, slider inside. That's count 0-1. That one right there, hit to short. And they'll get him 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Albert Fabian.
Albert Fabian coming in now. I'm going to say a beautiful. We got clouds here and there, but not much during this Sunday afternoon.
Ball.
Left fielder Albert Fabian coming in, takes the ball down and in. 1 ball, no strikes, and a strike inside, 1-1. So a few more innings left to do in this
Ball 2.
3-game homestand.
2-1.
Opening week 2025 still underway.
2.
And right there is count now 2-2. Two and two. That one right there. And that goes to the shortstop. And that's a play made for out number 3. 6 innings come and go, and that will do it. And it's on now to the 7th inning for Amarillo, and they lead it by 1. Kevin Sim, the designated hitter, coming in. And that will be a 1-0 ball game here in this one. We lead off the 7th inning right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Kevin Sim coming in as we're getting stuff going here today. 7 straight innings. And, yep, Amarillo has really done themselves really good with just the 1 run. Yeah, right there, that is fouled off, and that's 1-1 behind the backstop. 1-1. Right there and in, strike 2. We got a perfectly good deal about that now, didn't we? Yeah, sure did.
No, that's up.
And you doing good? Yeah, I'm doing really good. You enjoying the ball game? Yeah, it's a good ball game and stuff. Hon, would you like some water while we are up in the booth? Yeah, sure. Well, watch the dogs. All right. Well, the 2-2. That one high fly in the air and foul. Well, puppies look like they're asleep already. Got both of them just laying on the floor. Well, I mean, and that's going to be right there. Line drive up to right. That's a base hit. You had something to say, Ian? Yeah, the puppies are asleep and stuff. Yeah, that'll bring in Anderson Rojas. Boy, just love Bark in the Park Sunday. It's pretty good. Got dogs and they're pretty much owners and stuff. Kids out of school. Alvin Guzman coming in, first and second, nobody out. And we are going to pretty much have some time on the mound. And we are going to take a mound visit. And we are going to have Austin Davis come out in this ball game. So net is pretty much done for the after. Okay, break here, and this one is brought to you in part by Dr. Pepper.
Now pitching for the mission.
Austin Davis coming in as last year in 2024, he's had 7 games with a ERA of 9. 18 and 2 strikeouts, .294 over a .125. We'll give him some time to warm up. All right, so Austin Davis is set to go. He'll be the first one greeting up Alvin Guzman. That is fouled and away. The count now 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that one is driven deep to left. And yikes, that would have been a 3-run shot right there. Boy, howdy. That one is right there. Campbell looking at it. And that is foul. Foul grounds right there. And on top of that. 0-2 right there and out of play. Yo, 2. And that is right there. Campbell getting after it. Here comes a runner from second, going to third. Relay not in time. He'll make it safely.
Now batting, the catcher, Caleb Roberts.
Caleb Roberts coming in. It's all set to go here in this one. First and third, and one away. Roberts to the plate.
That's foul.
And that is foul. Well, for those that like the San Antonio and Stock Show Rodeo, we've been requested that the Stock Show Rodeo of San Antonio will be now coming in as our proud new sponsor for Missions Baseball. And we welcome them, and West Creek could join together. And now we have the San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo coming up next year in 2026. 0-2. Right there, strike three. They'll get them down, and that's 2 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Manuel Pena.
Second baseman is Manuel Pena. Pena coming in, and he could do some damage, and there he goes already, and that's going to get in another run, an RBI single coming in.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Tommy.
And a base hit to center really got him going, as now it's 2-0 Amarillo with another 4, should I say 2, on base. Shortstop Tommy Troy, 1 for 3, triple. And the pitch. That one is high fly in the air right there. Castañon out there in foul grounds makes the grab. And that's the inning over. 1 run on a couple of base hits, no errors, 2 left. As we are in the 7th inning stretch. And it's Amarillo 2-0. We'll be back here with our new arm coming in for the Sod Poodles as we start the bottom half of the 7th inning. When we come back, it's 2-0 Amarillo. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed your 7th inning stretch, and now it's time to get to the ballpark for the San Antonio bottom of 7. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. New arm on the mound. Logan Clayton is called upon to pitch for Amarillo, and Sod Poodles looking for a closing arm out there. 4-seam slider, changeup, 2-seam fastball.
Leading up for San Antonio,
in this one,
catcher, Ethan.
Ethan Salas coming in as now the tying run is on deck for San Antonio.
Ball.
That one down and in, 1 ball and no
No
strikes.
strikes.
Mono delivery. And that's inside, 1-1. Here's a 1-1.
Ball
That one
outside.
is outside, and the count now 2-1. Here's a pitch. And that one is upstairs, and that's counted a strike. It's 2-2. Right there, slow roller. Second to first, and that's a put out down, one away.
The center fielder, number 14, Joshua.
Center
Mears.
fielder Joshua Mears coming in. Is set, ready to go, and the windup. Mears in center coming in, takes a strike inside, and that's count 0-1. Mabry and Barnes coming in for Amarillo in relief. That one down and in for a strike, and it's 0-2. And the windup.
Ball.
That one high and outside. It's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Oh, just a beautiful first base shot at downtown San Antonio. Just love it. It's nice. That one driven nicely deep to center, and that's a base hit. Now the tying run is coming in.
The first baseman, number 6, Marcos.
First baseman is Marcos Castañon, as he will be up there ready to go, and one away, one away, and runner at first. 1 for 3, a single. So pretty good in this one. And right there, that's a strike, and it's 0-2.
Strike.
Here's the pitch.
Ball.
That one high and outside, 1-2. Eighth inning coming up after this bottom 7. And that one is strike 3 called, and he can't believe that. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Right fielder Jacob Campbell coming in. Pretty good on that as well. And that's going to be right there. And that's a base hit through first. My gracious. Boy, we got to look at that again. Yeah, no, John, that was really good. But how did that first baseman miss that? Well, I guess he wasn't paying attention, and so he missed it. Number 6 hole batter, that is Cole Roederer, the designated hitter. Strikeout, line out, ground out, 0 for 3 of the afternoon. So San Antonio has 2 runners on base now. Missions have 10, Sod Poodles 7 left on base.
Ball.
That one is outside, 1-2. Boy, this game is going in Amarillo's favor. That one high fly. And that one waits the third baseman, as that will do it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. End of 7 as we head to the 8th on the Sunday afternoon. And Amarillo leads it 2-0. Jackson Feltner will lead us off top of the 8th when we come back. And it's 2-0 Amarillo. Top of the 8th inning, set to go right here on the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Jackson Feltner coming in, 3-4-5, top of the 8th as a Amarillo lead 2-0. That one is deep to left. It is out of here. And now it's a 3-0 home run for Jackson Feltner as 402, 101.5 mile an hour. When Sod Poodles now lead 3-0. And pretty good on that. Yeah, I gotta say, this is just one thing or another when that one gets hit high in the air, and that was well out of here in that one. Gino Groover coming in now for Amarillo. New score as the third batter, hitting that home run, and it makes it a 3-0 ball game for the Sod Poodles.
The right fielder, Gavin Conicello.
That will bring in Gavin Conicello as he comes in. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be driven nicely deep to left. And both outfielders are giving it chase. You have left and center. And that's going to be a triple right there. By golly, these guys are coming in and trying to get the series going. Yeah, I know, John. That's kind of weird in that. And now it's Kevin Sim, and he's got the fourth run available if he can knock in a base hit. And boy, that would be really good for San Antonio if they can pull this off, get 2 outs, and get to the bottom of the 8th and start getting some runs back in. That one, a 0-2 count. And the pitch. That one right there, and they don't get them, and what the heck? A little disorienting.
Now batting, the left fielder, Anderson.
So first and third. And boy, howdy, that is something you don't see every day, but now you do. Number 7 hitter, Anderson Rojas coming in. Let's take that as a strike. That's the count now, 0-1. First and third, 1 away, top of the 8th. 3-0 Amarillo. Swing and a miss. Slider gets him fooled for strike 2. By golly, just absolutely love the way that he's pitching in relief. I mean, he's got a great thing going. And the 0-2. Right there. Swing and a miss. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 13, Alvin Guzman.
Well, Alvin Guzman, the center fielder. One last chance in the top of the 8th inning. Now down to their final 4 outs. Now right there and inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one right there. And they'll get him right out at the plate. And he tried to score in from third, and boy, beautiful right on cue. Well, a home run by Jackson Feltner makes this game 3-0. for Amarillo. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, Sod Poodles lead 3-0. The bottom of the 8th inning coming up when we return. Well, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning for San Antonio right here on the Missions Baseball Network. New arm is Will Mabry as he comes out, and the scouting report for him says he's got a 94 fast-seam fastball.
The third baseman, Yendry Rojas.
Hot corner third baseman, Yendry Rojas. Comes in, swings and misses.
No balls. One strike.
And that's the count now, 0-1.
Hey!
And right there and in for a strike, and it's the count now, 0-2. That right there, gloved by the third baseman. And that is out number 1.
Second baseman,
Nerwillian Cedeno coming in, 1 for 3, a single. That one inside for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. Boy, 3-0 our score as Amarillo
Ball.
has this ball game. 3,032. Wow, that's pretty good for a Sunday afternoon.
Ball. No.
Outside 2-1.
2 balls. 1 strike.
Boy, and Amarillo sure is keeping this game on their ends. That's going to hit the hitter right there, and or should I say the catcher? I do apologize about that. Catcher is getting in that one. That one to third. Flip across the diamond, and that's out number 2.
Number 94.
San Antonio, 4 outs remain in this homestand. Here is shortstop Leo Dallas DeVries. Boy, a pretty good homestand, I would say. But even though this one is almost over, and we've had a good time this afternoon.
Yeah.
And right there and in,
No
strike
balls.
2.
Strike.
No balls to 2 strikes to count. And the pitch.
No.
Outside, 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. That one lifted high in the air to center. And that does it. 8 innings come and go. 1 more left. So it's 3-0 Amarillo as we head to the 9th. Roberts, Pena, and Troy will lead it off. So back here is Caleb Roberts will come in, and we'll get ready for the ninth inning when we return. Top of the ninth inning set to go for the Amarillo Sod Poodles in the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Caleb Roberts coming in as the final inning. Now about ready to go. Here's the pitch. Right there and in, strike one, and we're underway on that. The 0-1. That one high in the air. And that's going to carry, and that goes down. Mears is running after it, giving it a chase. That's a triple and no outs.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Manuel.
Second baseman is Manuel Pena. Boy, starting to see the Amarillo crowd in the dugout starting to celebrate on top of that. Second baseman is Pena as he comes in, and that one's going to get driven nicely. Base hit. And that's the RBI single coming in as it makes it a 4-0 lead.
Now batting.
Boy, and Amarillo doing good this afternoon. Tommy Troy coming in.
That's a strike.
As he is the shortstop today, is 1 for 4, a triple. Oh yes, we come back to the Wolf on the 15th. And he misses it. And boy, I tell you one thing. Now it's going to be an RBI triple. 5 runs in to score.
The batter, the first baseman,
as Amarillo leads a game of 5. Boy, that's a big slap in the face. Then we get ready to go to the bullpen. And we are going to see a pause right here, as that would do for the second reliever of the day. Oh, it would be the first reliever for the Missions. Oh, I do apologize. Second reliever is Kevin Copps as he comes in. And yeah, we are pretty much close to the end of this game, and all knowingly that the 6th run for Amarillo is almost here, and that's going to be taken in strike one as Jackson Feltner coming in. 1 for 3 home run, RBI, and a run. He's got a potential 6th run for his ball club. Here's the 0-1. That one high in the air, deep to center. Mears under it. Makes a grab. Tagging up from third is the runner, and he's in to score on the sac fly.
Now batting, third baseman, Gino Groover.
Boy, Gino Groover coming in. Hot corner third baseman. Score reads Amarillo 6, San Antonio nothing in this one. And that's going to be a weak contact ball, and that is fouled off, strike one. No balls and one strike. Top of the ninth inning, and that is going to get down, and that's a base hit in front of Campbell. And that's going to be a one-out single for Groover. Fifth hole batter is Gavin Conticello. And that is going to be blistered high in the air, deep to center. Mears gets there and makes a terrific running catch. Boy, and what a thing that is. Well, Kevin Sim is the last man up for Amarillo in this game. And pretty good on that. And again, that is lifted deep to center. And that gets over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting, the left fielder, Anderson.
Boy, Amarillo looks like they're mad because they lost the first two of his 3 games on San Antonio turf. But evidently it was good because San Antonio had the win on Friday and Saturday. Here is Anderson Rojas. 2 for 4, 2 singles, RBI. And that one is chopped foul. The count now 0-2. 2-1, 2 out. Last of the ninth inning with a 6-run lead against San Antonio. 0-2. Man, that's right there. Cedeno stops it. Driven up to first, and he can't get there. And that's run number 7. And boy, I don't know what went wrong there, but something did. Alvin Guzman coming in. And that is a base hit. And that's 8-0 now.
Now batting, catcher Caleb Roberts.
Well, that'll bring in Caleb Roberts. And time is called here as here comes into the bullpen. And that is going to do for the second reliever, not concentrating on all cylinders. Now he's out, ejected. And yeah, so far, if you don't focus and now you know that you're trying to get the final out and knowing that you're giving up so many runs, and that'll bring up Raul Brito. 4-seam, 95 miles an hour, curveball. Change up a sinker included on top of that. And Caleb Roberts will be the first to meet him as he gets in for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Amarillo, new score 8-0 against San Antonio. A lot of fans look like they're just getting up and going home already. But apparently a lot of them are still staying in and having a good time. That one right there and in. The count now 0-2. Still have the bottom of the ninth inning to come in and get something going. 0-2. Down and in as he gets them chasing. And that's the end of this half inning. Ouch. They get 5 runs on 6 hits. No errors. And they leave 2 on base. Bottom of 9 coming up. Amarillo has a 8-0 shutout against San Antonio when we come back in this one. Just remember that kids get to run the bases after this one. And it's going to be a good one. So hope you guys enjoy that as well. All right, we're last of this game, bottom of 9 for the San Antonio Missions right now. Left fielder is Albert Fabian. Boy, they are not having it here today for some reason, and unknowingly that San Antonio trails a 8-run lead, and thinking that this day would have been theirs, but apparently not. That one is right there. Deep to left. That's a base hit. So now they're getting something going as...
Catcher, Ethan.
Now here is the catcher, Ethan Salas.
No, that's too
And
high.
that is high and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. 0 for 3, a walk. Boy, pretty good right there as we're coming in, and that one is inside for a strike. It's 1-1. Boy, pretty good afternoon. Beautiful conditions. 60 degrees. So that's really good for us here today, and got the San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo coming in as they're watching us at the big Alamo Dome, it looks, or right at the AT&T Center. Oh, don't you just love going to the rodeo? I mean, when I go, I'm like a cowboy. Well, I'm actually a cowboy for West Creek.
Ball.
Right there, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and on deck is Joshua Mears. And that one down and in for a strikeout. And there's 1 away. Well, 2 more left for San Antonio, and here is center fielder Joshua Mears. Well, Monday road travel, we head to Corpus Christi.
Ball inside.
And that's a ball in the count now, 1-0. Just to know that Corpus Christi has changed their looks, the logos, uniforms, everything. So Tuesday, you will see them when we get there. Right there, swing and a miss.
1-2.
And that's the count now, 1-2. That one is high in the air. And that's headed to the right fielder for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 6, Marcos.
First baseman is Marcos Castañon. He's the last man up in this game. 1 for 4, a single. Runner at first still hanging on, and that's going to be slow roller. They get the force out, and Amarillo wins this one. So they avoid the sweep. So final score, 8-0 shutout. So there you have it. Winner on the mound is Kyle Backus, and Braden Net will get the loss. The save will go to Will Mabry. Well, it's off to Corpus Christi. Amarillo, go home, take on Springfield, and have fun on that Tuesday evening. So pretty good on that. Back Tuesday, April 15th, taking on Northwest Arkansas. And pretty good on that. Well, kids are running the bases now, or at least they're about ready to. Just a beautiful day. A pretty good one as we say goodbye for now. Short good. Well, let's, okay, what is going on here? And we still live. Okay, yes we are. All right, so anyway, we're going to go over your runs, hits, and errors first for the victorious Amarillo Sod Poodles. 8 runs, 16 hits, no errors, and they left 11 on base. For San Antonio, no runs on 10 hits, no errors, they left 13 on. So pretty good on this afternoon. Well, it's been a beautiful, cool 60 degrees, cloudy. Well, not cloudy, but, just a beautiful sky and stuff. It was cloudy last night during our April 5th second game night against Amarillo. But, yeah, anyway, it was pretty good in this one. Well, go ahead and look at Sunday afternoon scores. Well, as we get done with this one, San Antonio now 2-1, Amarillo 1-2. So they get the first win of the season, and after losing their last 2 at San Antonio, that was pretty fun right there. We'll go ahead and see what we got here. I think I need to look at the phone just to see what we have. So I think at 4:05, which that is the time we have right now, 3:53. So pretty good on that as well. We are looking on the app, and Bob and Ann, we thank y'all for having this day with us. And I know 2 Sundays from now when we take on Northwest Arkansas, that's April 20th. We are pretty much getting ready to take on Northwest Arkansas on the 15th through the 20th for our next home games. But anyway, pretty good after that. Got to see what's going on. Midland winning their second, so they're 2-0 as they beat Arkansas by 6-4. Boy, and Arkansas looks like they're fixing to get a win. They're shutting Midland out by 9-0 in the second game of that doubleheader there at Franco Park. So it looks like Rockhounds could see a loss. So 2-1 for Midland, Arkansas 1-2. We are going to head to, let's see, Corpus Christi and Frisco are getting live right now. Let's see, Northwest Arkansas. Ooh, and ladies and gentlemen, boy, I tell you one thing. Northwest Arkansas is leading Tulsa by 10. And that's right, 13-3 out there at DCJ Field. So Northwest Arkansas could have a 3-0 advantage. And it looks like they'll sweep the Tulsa Drillers. So Tulsa will be 0-3. Northwest Arkansas, first place. So San Antonio and Midland are tied in a foot race right now. But with Arkansas getting this 9-0 victory, it looks. And that's pretty much the game for them. Let's see. We'll go ahead and get those out. And we got to look at Springfield and Wichita as they are doing their doubles today. So the final score, Springfield wins that second, so that will put them up to the second place position. So we'll go ahead and get that. And we got Springfield trailing Northwest Arkansas a game and a half. So the Naturals, they got a 3-0 advantage. And they're the first team in the Texas League that ever had that. Well, Wichita and Springfield is going head to head in that game right now. So this third game could be a deciding factor. If Wichita gets a win or not, and we'll have to wait and find that out. So pretty much we're looking at our final four: Corpus Christi at Frisco, Wichita at Springfield. So pretty good right there for baseball here in this game. But anyway, it was a pretty good day today. Pretty good right there. Well, for all of us that have loved this day in baseball, San Antonio head off to Corpus Christi, and Amarillo heads home, take on Springfield. Well, for all of us, Bob and I will be back on the 15th through the 20th as we take on Northwest Arkansas. Until then, we are safe travels off to Corpus Christi. And, yeah, we'll see y'all again soon.